I'm Claire, the Visual Arts Development Officer at Dorset County Council, and I've put together this project with 6 other visual arts organisations, or organisations that do visual arts work in Dorset. We wanted to put a group of very different people, creative people, in a room, and with Peter Fluck leading the weekend, to try and actually, I suppose, experiment, see what would happen with all those different people with different creative ideas, different input, and see if we could start to move some ideas and generate work around the group.
At the moment I'm absolutely delighted, because it seems from the sort of flyer that we sent out, which is a constructed question, we've attracted absolutely the right kind of people to do the weekend and to maybe have a good time and benefit from doing it. And I might as well.
What have you been asked to do then?
Make a mobile, or, well, not quite a mobile, but I suppose you'd call it a kinetic sculpture, after Alexander Korda. So it's got to kind of move in a chaotic manner without, obviously without crashing into itself, and in a pleasing fashion.
Working a pivot. So we have a piece of metal sticking up at the top of the machine, drilled a hole in the horizontal member, which fits in like this, so that we've got something that'll pivot like this, and get things on each end of this to suspend from there. So hopefully we're finding other people who are producing things that we can hang down from each end, so we're the master structure.
What we could try is put another string, another stick immediately below it.
Right.
No, we'll have to give it a space, maybe above it.
Right.
They'll get stuck.
Huh?
Keep it stuck.
It's basically all about relationship, you see. You can do all sorts of things.
Well, one of the things that was spotted about yesterday was that people had a very good time. It was all done in a very light-hearted way with a very playful sort of enthusiasm. So we're trying to pick up on that aspect of it by doing what we're doing at the moment, which is just starting each person, or sometimes beginning to work together, I think. They're just starting to make images, to do things. And the discipline is that you work with what you start until you've taken it to a level where you're fairly pleased, or you think that it can be left. And then take your attention to somebody else's work and literally interfere with that, or contribute, and then for that person maybe to turn around and go and look at somebody else's. So the idea is that all the works which have been started are continually influenced by everybody in the group, and we'll have a look at what's happened by lunchtime.
We had difficulty in making a form in space which was moving. We started from the outside, as we were asked to do by the outside, to work inwards, and we wanted to respond by doing something two-dimensional in a space, hence these sort of flags, and we couldn't agree on the form. So that's why we've arrived at this place to pick up some of the themes of the morning, where some of the people mentioned sacred space, a sacred place. So we've made this a sacred place in space through time.
So I found that by starting on one sheet and making a gesture and then moving on to another, I was just starting something. And I only had 2 colours. And then I walked out and I left it to whoever, and somebody came along with a blue spray can. And then I started coming in with, I walked in again with some crumpled up bits of paper, dribbled paint all over them, made some more marks. Somebody else came along with a bit of paper that had been torn up. I came back again with some masking tape. Somebody else has done some tissuing. So they've kind of gone on a journey. But the journey began with these really beautiful gestures.
Paul, what are you doing then?
I'm going to burn some boxes. Going to filling them with tissue paper at the moment. Set them off down the river. Set them alight. And hopefully the shells will burn away. I'm saying this hopefully, I don't really know. Hopefully the shells will burn away and their identity will be lost, and you'll just end up with they'll all ideally just have a shell or a bottom where the water's soaking them up. They won't actually be able to light. The flame should go out eventually. This is all experimental, so we have to see if it works or not.
That is a model for a concrete staircase, different kinds of concrete laid in formers, then taken out and put one on top of another with various surfaces on them leading up to a point. There is a scheme for a housing association where they want to replace a tree with something else, and I thought something like that might be a possibility.
I think this weekend, for me, it's released quite a lot of things for me, and I can go back to work with a slightly different, a slightly enhanced attitude, I think, is a good way to put it.
I also found it very liberating. I think it was, for me, very good to get away from a solitary workshop, doing one medium and do something entirely different throughout the whole of the weekend. Also, jolly nice to meet such nice people in the process.
And it isn't often that I come across people who I would wish to keep in contact with. You know, well, it's true. I mean, I meet lots of people, but there aren't many people that one senses some sort of rapport. And I think having shared this is quite special.
Yeah, I have enjoyed it. It's been good. It's been fun, as I said earlier on, to watch a load of grown-ups act absolutely insanely. It's been wicked.
Fantastic. Completely knackered now. Worked very, very hard.
Delighted, actually. I think if it was to be done again, I might replan the procedure. But no, that's just something you learn from experience anyway.
Certainly have enjoyed it, very, very much so. First time I've ever been on a thing like this. I didn't know what to expect, but I've had a fabulous time.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, it's been really good exchanging ideas, and I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't expect to find out about, and I was after a bit of stimulation and meeting people, a lot of artists.
Yeah. I have very much, yes. Yeah, it's been quite different, as I said, from what I expected, and very good for me, I think, really. Something different.
What's it all about?
Yeah, what's it all about? Artistic meaning.
The artistic licence, isn't it?
Right then, wind. Who can tell me something about wind?
It blows.
Yeah?
It's cold.
It's cold, that's right.
It's invisible.
It's invisible.
Good one.
Yeah, that's very true.
It blows trees.
Blows trees, that's
And
right.
blows down roads faster.
Yeah. My name is Paul Bartlett, and I've been chosen to be the artist in resident at Bowcroft School. Basically, we're dealing with all the elements. We're talking about the sun, water, land, and wind. What we're going to try and do today, then, is use some of the things you said with some paint. Try and blow paint onto card with glue. We're using all the elements, like painting with wind by blowing dusty sort of particles onto glue, so as you're actually using the element to make the box itself. And like, for instance, just behind me here, got lots of different styles. I mean, everyone's chosen their own style, which is really good, because they're all obviously individuals, and they all like different. A lot of the boys go for the dark sort of style because they like black, and a lot of the girls go for the really sort of subtle images.
We're doing wind.
It's good fun?
Yes.
What are you using? What materials?
We're using different colours, blue, black and white.
Thank you. What's your name?
Jamie.
Jamie.
Yeah.
We put some nice water on there, like glue and stuff, and then blow it as soon as you blow, and it makes all the blackish, and you can see some are light, some are dark.
It's almost like a river, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, just like a river or like a storm. And pretty, and just like everyone else, we blow them and having wonderful fun all the time.
Exciting things going on with people blowing paint, and last week they were dripping candle wax and pouring different things onto it with inks and water. So yes, I have so far, and just to see what they're all doing with the different elements that they're working on. So it's all quite exciting, and I think the students are all very excited about what they're doing and how they're getting on with it. So it's really good.
This is all apparent from the cause and effect weekend that I went on. The Moving Parts project. This this to do with moving parts basically, these are going to be suspended from the ceiling in Walford Mill in an exhibition, and they're all going to be about 1.5 inches away from each other, and they're all going to respond to each other and move around in different ways. And at the end they're going to have pictures of themselves inside, or a clay mock-up of themselves inside, so as they're moving around amongst the elements and having a reaction with everyone else around. So each box will be a depiction of the personal, what the person sees as all the elements around them, with themselves inside it, and sort of corresponding and moving with the boxes next to them, basically.
My name's Judith Frost. I'm an artist that lives on Portland, but I'm doing a workshop in Bridport at the Arts Centre with kids from the Youth Club. It's part of the project called Moving Parts, and because of that I came up with the idea of using landslides as the major sort of theme for this workshop. We used landslides to start with because of the coastline here, of Burton Bradstock and Charmouth and things like that. And everybody made small miniature landslides, which we then drew. And then we've used the video by Fishley and Weiss called Der Lauf das Dinge as a sort of inspiration to make sculpture which has movable parts.
We're doing a project on how movement has different consequences on the thing. The next thing that's going to happen in life or something.
Cause and effect.
Yeah, cause and effects. That's the one.
Oh, we're making a thing, cause and effect.
Yeah, how's it work?
Thing. The bag swings, hits the shoes, hits the rice into a bowl of water, and the water inflows.
Other way.
Everything seems to be going fine. It requires a lot of concentration and a lot of collaboration, really. We've got two groups. The older guys are working together, and then the younger guys are working together, and there's a slight bit of competition and a bit of rivalry, which is pretty good.
With the residency in East Dorset, with the Housing Association, it's been very much about site-specific sculpture and addressing some of the problems on that new housing development. It's a very sterile environment, lots of tarmac, and originally there was a tree in the middle of the tarmac. But what we're doing, or Karen Hansen is doing, is actually working with ideas that come from the community to make that a sculptural piece, to give identity.
Originally, the residency was intended to get family groups together from 3 different villages in Purbeck. So having kids, parents and grandparents all working on the project together. And basically, the way I interpreted the moving parts thing was basically about change through time, so different perspectives that different people of different age groups have, and how to get communication going between the generations, and also, you know, get these 3 villages kind of working together on something. If some folks can start on the planets, that'd be great. Yeah, I think the content is going great. I mean, from those objects, we asked people to pick up an object that sparked them off and make a story from it. So we've been working with getting the kids and the adults to generate stories and act them that come from these objects that are very personal and about their families. And what's happened is a story is kind of manifested that's it's got the people in it, but it's also got lots of imagination just bursting out. It's sort of turned into a bit of an interplanetary epic, at the centre of which is Stowborough Village Hall, which is just over there, and a species of aliens called the Boggly Wogglies, which are little bits of, you know, the swarf that comes off when metal's machined. Yeah. These things. So yeah, we've got this sort of interplanetary epic going off. I think, I mean, most of what the people who've come along have said is just that it's wonderful that there is a project which is creative and open and funded. You know, it's just a wonderful opportunity. All the parents are saying, you know, we don't get a chance to do the stuff that the kids do. You know, here we've got a chance to play really, and I get the impression that they're all having a good time really.
What is this sort of set up or secured for the future?
Yeah, basically we're going to have an exhibition at the Study Gallery and then take that exhibition of work on, hopefully as a touring exhibition. And I'm sure the artists involved in the residency will all keep in touch.
It's all about networking.
Yeah, but also I think the participants themselves will take something away from this residency that may stay with them for years as an inspirational source. I've always remember coming into contact with artists at a very young age, and it influenced my life.